După 2 decenii de misiuni în Afganistan, România și-a retras trupele din regiune și va marca acest eveniment miercuri printr-o paradă la Arcul de Triumf. Președintele american Joe Biden a declarat că forțele NATO se vor retrage complet din Asia Centrală până la mijlocul lunii septembrie. Experții pe securitate internațională susțin însă că mișcarea ar putea permite în viitor talibanilor recâștigarea teritoriului. Fostul consilier pe securitate al președintelui Barack Obama și fostul comandant suprem al NATO, generalul James Jones, ne-a acordat un interviu în exclusivitate în care ne explică efectele retragerii din Afganistan, semnificația misiunii de acolo, dar și importanța cooperării SUA-România în contextul noilor amenințări de la granița de est a NATO. General, after almost 2 decades, President Biden announced a fully withdrawal of U.S. troops from Afghanistan by September 11, which would end the longest U.S. war. So why now?
Well, I think that this goes back to the Obama administration, which also tried to find an end to this very, very long war. And I think frankly, the president came into office with the idea that he was going to do this regardless, and I think he thought that this was the fulfillment of a campaign promise he made, and so they're doing it.
Also, the Taliban recently claimed that they have regained 85% of the Afghan territory.
I've been around a long time. I fought in the Vietnam War, and we all remember the fall of Saigon after a precipitous withdrawal. And I fear that we might be seeing a similar catastrophe in the brewing, unfortunately. On the one hand, the size of the Afghan forces numerically should be sufficient to defeat the Taliban. But, you know, like we saw in South Vietnam, if the army doesn't have a will to fight, that numerical superiority in the long run doesn't mean much, or it cannot mean much. So if in fact all the training and the money and the equipment and the supplies that we've invested, we and our allies and friends, if that can be put to good use, then it could work out okay. I don't think the Taliban controls 85% of the country. They certainly don't control the major cities, but I'm very concerned about what's going to happen in the near future.
Yes, because, for example, President George W. Bush called U.S. troops withdrawal from Afghanistan a mistake.
I agree with President Bush that, you know, we have almost 2 generations of young women who do not know what life is like under the Taliban, but the majority of the people in Afghanistan remember very well what life is like. And that's something that we should be very concerned about, because if this doesn't work out as the administration has planned, it will be a catastrophe.
President Biden participated in the B9 summit held in Bucharest. This is a Romanian-Polish initiative. It's a summit of great importance because we are on the eastern flank.
We believe that the defense of Europe starts at the Black Sea now, not West Germany anymore. And I think that under the Trump administration, and I hope under the Biden administration, that we will continue to strengthen our presence and visibility and commitment to the region, but again, starting at the Black Sea, which is, I think, the new defense of Europe line. And I'm encouraged by the fact that we have, particularly in Romania, rotational exercises and very close ties with the Romanian defense establishment. And so I'm optimistic about our commitment. I'm optimistic about the United States engaging more forcefully with the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. And for me, Article 5 is a sacred, non-negotiable commitment on the part of the United States.